Well, good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. Most everything's already packed up and gone. I was going to use this morning to go walk one of the state parks that I really like around here, or cook up that fish. But instead, I am going to have to take Loki to the vet. I noticed last night that he is limping a little bit on one leg. Intermittently, it looks like he's putting weight on it, and he's able to jump up to the top of the refrigerator and the microwave and everything just fine. But then at times he will just like meow in pain and hold that leg up like it's hurting him. And I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to take him in and get it checked out. It's about time he had a checkup anyway. I really hope it's just a sprain or something. Everybody on the RO is completely gone. This is where I was. There's where Miss Vicky was. And there's where Brian and Peg was. And right where I'm standing is where the creeps were. A lot of these guys are already gone. This is actually not typical for a lot of festivals that I've done to see, 4 tents in a row still here the morning after the show. Typically, everything's gone. Just like, phew, disappears. But these guys got those really hefty tents where it takes them a while to fold everything up and take all the pegs and the poles apart and load them up. So they're probably going to try to come in today after the sun comes back out. The rain did finally get here last night, and it has gotten everything wet. Look at the expression on this poor banana box's face. Ugh. Just completely shocked. I got a few more of your friends on the other side have the same expression. Oh my goodness, completely used up, sat out on the curb and covered in rainwater. Oh, no. Come back. Boy, you just don't want to stay on that table, do you, fella? Okay, we are back in the truck now. What was the verdict? Well, it turns out my 9-year-old little buddy here has a kneecap that pops out of socket easily. But only when the leg is at full extension. So that would explain why it only happens from time to time. It happens intermittently. I think rubbing his face on the bars. Whatever they put in that shot, it's got him feeling pretty good. Okay, so they said that since on a scale of 1 to 4, his kneecap popping out of socket was about a 1. It's not bad enough to need a surgery, but being as he's gotten a little older and he is kind of a heavy cat, he's more likely to develop arthritis in that joint. So they got me on this. This is a joint supplement, and it's administered as a chewable treat twice a day for months. I think the refills should be pretty easy to get a hold of. I think you can just go to a PetSmart or something and get them. So that's really all I'm gonna do for the leg, but it's nice to know now that it's just a bad joint, just a bad kneecap socket that pops out of joint. So there's that. Also, all the scratching and licking that he's been doing. I had him on some cheap Walmart flea prevention, and I was keeping him from going outside, which he absolutely hates because I normally walk him on a leash. But because he had so many sores and stuff on his neck and on his back here, I wasn't letting him out because I know just how sensitive he is to fleas. But they recommended that I get him on the good stuff, the real Frontline for cats. So it was a little more expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. With this on his skin, I should be able to take him on more walks, and I'm sure he'll like that. And so there's that. Also, he had some anal glands that were impacted. That was causing him some pain when he was using the bathroom. So we got his skin taken care of. We got the number 2 problem taken care of, the howling, and of course the knee. So he's had himself an all-around checkup. They give him an injection of steroids to, I think, to help with the fleas, to get the swelling down on those sores, and some antibiotics to try to make them heal up. And then putting the front line on him will, go ahead and kill whatever fleas are on there. It can't be very many, because I have looked over him a bunch of times and I can't seem to find any fleas. So maybe they bit him and they caused a rash that he just keeps scratching and won't let heal. Maybe that's the case. Whatever it is, we're going to get this little guy taken care of. He's going to start feeling a lot better from now on. And that is good. It's been raining pretty steadily this Monday anyway, so there really was no chance of me getting out and walking that state park that I really like, or cooking the fish outside anyway today. So I'm over here at Disc Replay again, and I'm here to get this resurfaced. I just picked it up at a thrift store, $1.99 for a game that's usually a little over $10. So even with the resurfacing, it's going to be a pretty good deal. And then, of course, I need to get this resurfaced. It turns out that if you buy something, then you get the resurfacing free, which is pretty good. If you don't buy anything, you can get the resurfacing for $1, which is the best deal I've ever found on disc repair. So I ended up buying something. So I got this game that normally goes for over $10 for $1.99 at Goodwill. That is a pretty good collector's deal. And the games that I ended up buying, I got Kingdom Hearts, the HD Remake 1.5 for the PlayStation 3 for $7.99, which is not bad. This is not bad. And everybody that I've ever heard play this game say they love it, so it's worth a try. And then I got City Crisis for the PlayStation 2, which is a bunch of helicopter rescues for $3.99. I don't remember ever seeing this on the shelf, not very often. It's kind of odd that a game this rare would be this cheap, and so it's worth a try. That's what I ended up getting. Okay, so now we got this resurfaced. Let's go ahead and put it in and see how it sounds. Yep, it's working. Awesome. Before I leave Indiana, I have to go here because this one was recommended to me by the guy that works on the networking and hotspots, internet stuff at the festival grounds. And from what he was saying, this place has got a lot of imports and stuff that you can't find over at Disc Replay. So let's go on in and see what they got. Well, he wasn't kidding about the imports. I don't think I've ever seen this many imports in one place before. They've even got some of the disc drive. Well, one of the disc drive games here. Well, they've also got a ton of the domestic titles here. Everything they have is in these glass cabinets. That's some real paranoia right there. Things like this right here. See that, where they've got all these loose PSP games all stacked up? I might want to buy some of those, but I can't see what they are because they're all stacked up. Say, by putting this stuff in cabinets like this, yeah, you're not losing money to theft, but you're losing money because now I can't get in there and really look through stuff. So it's a trade-off. And personally, I don't like being treated like a criminal and being separated from the games like this in a glass case. This is a store, not a museum. See, like right there, I can't look through that. I can't look through any of those. Don't know what they are. The ones that are further back there where I can't see the top of them, I don't know what they are. I might want to get some of those, but I'm not getting somebody down here just to look at something that I might want. I'll get somebody down here to get something out that I'm thinking about buying. But things like this is frustrating to a collector when you cannot see the labels inside the cases. I hate this. Well, despite the analness of them putting everything in glass cases, I did end up buying a few things from inside there. No imports, though. I don't know how the region locking works, and I kind of feel like if I did start doing imports, there would be a slippery slope, and I would never stop. I ended up getting the GBA port of Choo Choo Rocket, originally made for the Dreamcast. From what I looked up, a lot of the fun of the original gameplay is still there, just with the graphics scaled down a little bit, and for $3 it's worth it. Then I found this one I didn't know existed, Rebel Store or Rebelster Tactical Command, which is an isometric tactical turn-based game with what it looks to be pretty good graphics. Made by Namco, and only $3. That was a good find. And then I got Sonic Generations, which I don't know a whole lot about this. I think a lot of Sonic fans were saying that this was one of the first good Sonic games to come out after a while, and you know, they had some recovery to do after Sonic 06, of course. The gameplay looks like they're trying to go back to some of their roots and do some of the 2D gameplay, of course, with the HD graphics, which was a good idea. So this one's going to be fun to play. We're back in the camper. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of his chewable vitamins in there, see if he eats them. He seems to like them. There we go. Hey, now that was an easy vitamin to administer. Let's go ahead and put this flea medication on his pile. Okay. Put it on there. My little buddy should be starting to feel better pretty soon. Well guys, it's about time for me to go ahead and end this vlog, edit and upload, and I gotta get my camper ready for travel. Gonna go head off to the next one. None too soon, as it turns out. This whole area next weekend is going to be covered in snow according to the forecast. So I might as well go ahead and take this chance to reveal where the next show is going to be. Drum roll, please. Florida. I am going to Florida. Well, to the northern end of Florida. I will reveal that much. So for the next few days, I'm going to be doing mostly driving, so I'm doubting I'm going to upload very much. So, you know, stay tuned for that. We're going to Florida. You're going to see some palm trees and sunshine. And, I'm leaving Indiana. I hate to. It's my favorite show. But I've already left a deposit for next year. You guys are going to see all of this again. And, if there was anything that you guys saw out there when I was panning around, you said, I wish I could have seen more of that, let me know. When I come back next year, I'll try to be a little more focused on that and what you guys want to see. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to end this vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and love you guys. I will see you again on the next video.